There's a lot of men that talks about all these women today getting these BBLs, and a lot of men say we didn't ask for all that. So what is the craze with it? Well, you have a hairstylist that's going to touch on that. Let's review it.
I hate the grip that social media has on women's minds. I see a lot of videos of girls saying like, oh, it's so hard having a natural body out here when BBLs are taking over, da da da.
No, it's actually not taking over like that because it costs a lot of money. The average woman don't have that kind of money to spend on no freaking plastic surgery. And once again, we have told y'all many, many times before, and you can look it up. The Brazilian butt lift is the most dangerous plastic surgery that you can actually get. And the reason why is because if that particular doctor that you're using, if they do not inject, that probe in the right place and they hit a vein and it goes, that fat itself goes up there and travels to your heart, you're dead instantly. Then the last BBL story we covered is that one of them went to the Dominican Republic and thought they was getting this deal for $3,200, ended up getting their kidney taken away from them. So no, it's not really a craze I'm talking about. And when women see other women getting likes and men lusting for them on social media, they really think that's attention. That is not attention. Men lusting and saying how a girl looks, that's just for what it is. It's a look. It's not what a man really wants for his woman to be. Like, you just got that mess so big, you're so wide with that stuff going all over the place, and you thinking that's what a normal woman looks like? No man know the difference today between a freaking stripper or just a regular woman, the way y'all looking, because all y'all trying to look like strippers.
It's not really like that. Like, yeah, on social media, they're getting a lot of attention. Maybe guys are sleeping with them, but nobody's marrying them.
Exactly. Why aren't they marrying them? Because a man feels a certain kind of way about his wife. A man knows that your wife is going to be a reflection of you. So if men see your wife looking like that, they're going to be looking at you like, why he got with her? Because in a man's mind, a woman that look like that been around. That's really what it is. And you looking like a simp at that point being with her.
As a beautician, I can tell you what my clientele looks like. All of my clients with the natural bodies, the tiny women, and even women that are overweight, all of those clients are engaged or married. My clients who are curvy, got the BBL body, those are the ones that are single and struggling for a healthy, good relationship. So,
yeah, the BBL purge got to happen now. The BBL, you can reverse that. You can reverse it. You can go tell them to, hey, take some of this mess out. Because listen, some of y'all do that surgery. It's too ridiculous. That's what it is. Listen, you can go to a particular doctor and say, listen, yes, okay, I may be flat as a pancake. I may be. I do want something back there. But can you do it in a way I look natural, where it doesn't look like somebody can look at me and tell I even have that? It looks just something natural that will be proportioned to my particular body. And if you request that, doctors can do that. It's nothing wrong with that. The only problem that a lot of men have with it is when y'all do too much. It's way too much of some of the things y'all doing. And then some of you doing it and your legs in proportion to that, what you got as well. You got that thing back there and then your legs look real skinny, some of them. It looks weird. It looks very weird. But as you heard, all the women that don't have all that got husbands, fiancés, boyfriends. But the women that have all this surgery, pay all this money thinking they gonna get a man and they can't get one. You hearing it from a woman that deal with women every day?
don't let social media fool you. You was pulling men with the body that you had before the BBL era happened, and you still will be. Like, get out your feelings. It's not.
Yes, women been getting men for thousands upon thousands of years before the invention of plastic surgery. She's 100% right.
Not as deep as you think that it is. Like, men not that crazy over BBLs how you think that they are. Y'all, the women are crazy over the BBLs.
There you go. There you go. Right what she just said. The women is crazy over the BBLs. The women loves the look of a BBL. And like that sister said before, and I'll never forget that. She said y'all doing these things to impress other women, and a lot of y'all women is on this lesbian energy, whether y'all think y'all are or not. Why are y'all investing so much of your time to make sure to look good to other women or to one up other women? Why? You should be focusing that attention on men, not women. But today, we got all these women walking around with studs. We have that. I mean, why don't you just get a man? Why would you get a stud? I don't get that.
Men, like, it's cool. Yeah, they'll probably sleep with them, but they not finna marry that. So just relax and love yourself. Like, you are enough. You don't need a BBL to secure a man, secure a relationship.
Yeah, you don't need all that, because men's standards are very, very low when it comes to sleeping with a woman. Let's call it what it is. But when it comes to marrying somebody and, okay, this is about to be my wife, not too many of those men is going to marry someone like that, because it just also the attention that comes with that, unnecessary attention that comes from the wrong type of guys that he may have to be checking when he wouldn't have to be checking that or dealing with that kind of attention if you just who you were. Now, of course, they got some women that bodies are naturally like that. Listen, if it's naturally like that, a man don't have an issue, because that's who you naturally are. But when you do all this extra mess and it looks extra, because you can tell the difference with a woman do something extra versus when it's just something natural on her. You know what I'm saying? Men don't want to deal with that. So, ladies, if you really want a husband, why don't you do plastic surgery in here? You talking about surgery? Do the surgery inside. Work on your character. Work on your personality. Why don't you spend all the money you're going to spend on a BBL? You notice they're spending thousands of dollars on plastic surgery, but none of them spending money on a cooking class. Well, why don't you spend money and go to culinary school? I would love to see that become the craze, that you taking that money and going to culinary school so you can learn how to cook for your family. Men, wouldn't you rather see that be the craze? Is that all the women are going to the cooking, the school, getting the culinary and learning how to make some great meals for the family, great desserts, whatever. Hell, if they want to, they can open up a restaurant. Wouldn't you want to see that, men? Culinary school over BBLs. I know you men want to see that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to put that as a poll on my page in the post. Your brothers, would you rather women go to culinary school to learn how to cook, or whether you want them to go get plastic surgery? Which one? I promise you, I can guarantee you 90% of men, probably 95% of men would say culinary school. Go to culinary school. Do that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about, what this sister saying. Shout out to her. She just only telling the real.